Good morning. Can you guys hear me? Hey Ronnie, can you hear me?
Yep, got you now.
Ah, sweet. Alrighty. You still in this move?
I had to take profit and it come up real quick at the end. Just took my profit.
Yeah, nice. It's done it twice now. This really tight stops as well. Really nice moves. Okay, so I got the one down from here and I exited around about here.
Yep.
Kind of wish I held it, but it was a pending order. I'd set it, so I didn't really see all of these when I was setting it. I actually made a mistake because I was half asleep. And what I'd done was I was looking at it, I was like, why didn't it trigger? And I realized that when it had come up into here, that was where my take profit was. I was like, why is my take profit up here? And then I realized my what I thought was my take profit was my buy entry. But I meant to do a sell entry and take profit down here. It's just the way that I did it on the phone, half asleep, was I looked at the lines incorrectly.
Yeah, I wanted to get rid of my take profit, and my charts froze.
Mm-hmm.
And then by the time I got back in, I'd refreshed and everything, and it took my profit. But anyway, it was a good trade.
Yeah, that's right. Excellent. All right.
Yeah,
so,
it's good. I'm just sort of I'm getting the idea of those like the doji and then the liquidity candle and the retest to the 50% of the wick. It's
yeah.
And it doesn't matter if there's a bit of noise, like a bit of noise in between the doji and the liquidity candle.
No, not really.
A few extra bars.
Not really. No. Because you'll see you can find ones over to the left as well.
Yeah.
It's just where there's liquidity sitting, and sometimes they'll leave that liquidity for later.
Yep.
So I'm actually looking under here if it can get there. Where's the pen? Oh, there's the message from Alan. You can hear. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, I gotcha. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
Cool.
Good surname, Alan.
Yeah, you got the same last name.
Buchanan boys.
Yeah, I noticed that. Very good.
You got a bit of Scottish tartan.
Yeah, for sure. I was actually just over in Scotland.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So looking for something underneath here. Underneath here to attack this zone again, this grey zone. And then once we can get underneath that, then what I'm looking at is this clean traffic underneath to push down. Ah, here it is.
Ooh. Oh.
Whether we can get there, whether we can get there, it's another thing. But looking at the weekly's looking nice and bearish, but it's reacting off of this area across here. All across there. Little resistances and then candles like closing at it to closing prices. We're underneath these monthly levels. The daily sort of doing this rounding top. But what we're actually feeding into right now, which is taking time for it to be absorbed, is the liquidity that's sitting inside this wick. Inside this one. So we've got the doji liquidity candle and the retest. So yesterday, it made sense to push down into that zone, but then it was failing to break and picking up that liquidity. And now it's going from one liquidity point. Now it wants to offload it. So I'm kind of hoping that it's going to end around here. And I was hoping that today, so what my idea for yesterday was that overnight we can create a top wick and then start pushing down. So that was what I was thinking. 4 hour, this is where it grabbed that liquidity from. We haven't really done a retest, but then I saw it was quite an easy one for the breakfast breakout. That this was the 1 hour candle. Oh no, wait. Yeah, that's right. I just had my cursor on the wrong one. This one here was the liquidity. Oh, sorry, the candle that makes the range pre-Euro open. Well, pre-London open for the breakfast breakout. Then for this one, looking at, it didn't give a fake out here to go down, but anything breaking underneath here were clean candles. And it was a fairly easy one. Now we're back up into that area. Can we form a resistance and push down and go down lower again?
Close that triangle even further. Yeah.
So I'm going to just see about that. That's the kind of idea.
Makes sense to me.
So how would you enter the trade?
I'm looking to see if it can just like close underneath it. It'll just be a standard sort of, once we get something close underneath it, then a little pullback and then drop.
Yeah. 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 That's...
So at the moment though, it's creating like, this is the support that is created.
Yeah. And because the week, because it looks like it's really bearish on the weekly bar, it could really kick on over the next few days.
Yeah, it would be some of that. I think if it can break underneath that, then and breaking underneath this area here, then we've got all that room that we could fill. It just depends on what the bias is going to be for. Oh, all good actually, no worries. Just depends what the bias is, because we've got clean space above it and we've got clean space below it.
Oh yeah.
It's just my overall outlook would be, we've had such a huge rally, and I think that once they start talking about interest rates again, then we're going to see that sell off again. But we have to stay adaptive, and then if it can go above it, then I'm not going to marry this bias. But it makes sense. It makes sense to sort of feel some of this, at least come down to these monthly levels, then push up again.
The H4 close is nice as well, 9 PM.
This one here, if it does. At the moment, it's looking like it's picking up liquidity to push up higher.
Hang on. That's a closed bar, isn't it?
Nah, so another 42 minutes. Has yours closed on yours?
Yeah, mine's closed.
Oh,
you must.
It's the broker.
That's weird.
It's the broker.
Yeah.
So
that's confusing.
Yeah. Because
so mine's a bearish engulfing.
Oh, I see. Yeah, with Pepperstone, with the broker, the candles close 1 hour different.
Man, that's strange, eh?
Yeah, same as like on gold. If I was looking at this is FX broker feed, and then if I look at I think it's this one, yeah, Forex.com. This one here, the 4 hours, still got like another 42 minutes before this candle's closed. But on...
How can that happen?
It's just where the server is.
Oh.
Yeah. But on this FX broker, which this one is the one that looks closest to my actual broker on Pepperstone, but I don't use the Pepperstone TradingView chart because it has the Sunday candle. I don't like the Sunday candle. But on this broker, the 4-hour candle's already closed and this new one's opened 20 minutes ago. But the forex.com feed, like when you look at their, if you go to like their website, FXCM, Oanda, Pepperstone, and depends actually with Pepperstone, my MT4 and my MT5 are in different servers. So one's 1 hour apart. They're in different locations. So they actually say on your when you've got your account that the trading day will finish at, or the new 4-hour candle, it'll be telling you whether it's at 2 GMT or if it's set to 3 GMT. And that's the hour difference. So sometimes what they used to do is like, they used to change them. Like sometimes it would be set to 2 and sometimes they'll say, all right, next week we're going to change it for the next few months until daylight saving starts. We're going to be operating from 3 GMT. So it's a little bit, it's just another one of those little annoying things. But yeah, you'll find like sometimes when you are looking for these liquidity candle combos and things like that on this chart, FX, well, if you're on the SC, you won't get you only get one price feed, but on TradingView you can access other price feeds. So sometimes you'll see like a 4-hour liquidity candle on this feed, and other times you'll go to forex.com and it'll look a little bit different. But either way, it's like, it's just there to really tune your eye into a specific morning Maron, to tune your eye into like a specific setup. And we've seen that they work, so it doesn't really matter what the price feed is. A lot of the time, that if you're on the hour chart, it's got no difference. It's just when the 4-hour candle changes. Daily candle still changes at the same time. Hour candles always close at the same time, 30 minutes. It's just the 4 hours different. Yeah. So Akshay, Noel, did you guys take the buys here?
I took short.
You got the short from up here? You got that one earlier? Yeah.
Yeah. That was a very clean setup for this week in London session.
Yeah, finally, huh? Well, it's still early. It's still 7 a.m.
Yeah, with Frankfurt open, I think.
What about the buy?
No, I didn't took buy. This week was a break-even week, so I didn't want to risk anything. I will trade on Monday now.
Fair, yeah. I didn't take the buy. I was just pointing that out.
Yeah. There was a lot of confluence for sell, like 3-4 confluences was there. So I took that trade.
Yeah, that one's really nice.
Yeah.
So pound US did the same thing, but didn't quite give that perfect retest. Oh no, it did. What was I looking? Oh, looking at the 30-minute, and the 30-minute, yeah. On the hour gave a nice retest, but the 30-minute didn't retest the wick. Alan, you got this one, didn't you?
Yeah, he said he got that one.
Yeah, must have taken on that hour.
This one does 50% week work on GBP USD also?
Yeah, it works really well.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
I didn't know about this.
Yeah, and I've been preferring the currencies much better.
Oh, okay.
Gold sucks lately.
Yeah, this week was garbage.
Yeah. Like,
I think it filled FVG somewhere here on 15 minutes, I think. And from there it went up.
Oh yeah, here it is.
Yeah, I think this was FVG fill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The hour is beautiful though.
Yeah, this ivory a few candle was.
Yeah. I actually much prefer it lately from my back testing.
Yeah.
Like I didn't take the way I took the pound trade yesterday was
What was your trade? Pound yen? Yeah.
Pound US.
Yen
yeah.
or okay.
Pound US, yeah. So it was, when we were streaming, it was looking at, I was waiting for this candle to close, and I wanted it to close above this line, and I was setting a pending order in here. But then when the hour candle closed, so once this one did close, and I looked back at it again, it was this candle.
Oh, this looks like attempted FU.
Yeah, no, that's a full FU.
Oh yeah,
because of the candle body closing above the previous one.
Yeah.
So I didn't see it on the 30-minute. I didn't get the confirmation I wanted, and then on when I looked at it again, I flicked through the time frame. I was like, wait a second, this looks perfect. So then I did enter on when it was retracing down.
This one was 50%.
Yeah, pretty close. I got in at 60. So
it was
62.
Yeah.
Well, when I came down, I entered that market on this one. Stop losses underneath here.
How much a stop loss was in this trade?
10, 12 pips. So, yeah, with spread.
Including a spread.
Yeah, about 12 pips.
Yeah.
The target was, like, what I did was I closed when I got up into this wick. That was when I closed like 75. No, how much did I close? Yeah, around 75%. And then once it got up into this wick, I closed another 50%. And I was thinking I should have left the take profit open, but it actually just closed me out. But I was fine with it all. I was thinking it was a good move to have closed out completely when I saw, like, when it gave this big rejection, but then it just kept on carrying on. So, but that was that was, sometimes it's funny how you can get caught up on one time frame and then hesitate and then you just, by scanning through all of the time frames, that here, this one here on the 30-minute, that to me now, oh no, it still was. I didn't think that this wick. No, I think it was because it didn't close above here. That weirded me out about it. But the 1 hour was really nice.
This candle closed above this one.
Yeah, I guess I was looking at the monthly level, and it gave me some conflict.
Yeah.
But I see that. What about the 5-minute? Maybe it was.
That was right at the D1 mid as well. D1 body.
Oh yeah. Yeah, nothing closed above here in the 5 minutes. So.
Let's do a quick go check.
But yeah, nice clean move. Okay, so we've got liquidity candle on pound, and then we had the retest pushed down to this liquidity candle where it gave the retest up. Are you out of this trade already, Alan?
Yeah. So out at the midwick of that liquidity candle.
This one?
Yeah.
That's not the liquidity candle.
Sorry, not the liquidity candle, the continuation candle.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because you got the doji little breakout.
Yeah.
I thought that was a good level.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah. Plus, we haven't seen those steady moves in this market this week. So, if you can get your easy 2-to-1s, 3-to-1s, then definitely bank some, especially for Friday. Looks like German 40 is not going to do what I was expecting. However, if we can get this pullback, and then something like breaking the wick low, then I will be tempted, because at the moment this is your liquidity candle. 15 minute, 5 minute, that was where they executed those, went up to go down. So could we just be doing a retest to push down? Actually, I will give that a go. I'm just wondering, yeah. We'll give that a go to see if we can get that wick fill down. But what I'll do is, like, I'm going to keep my risk small on this one. So I'm going to look at doing something like this. How many pips is that? I'm going to target at least to this wick. But my overall, I'm looking much lower. If we can break through all this support, if we're coming down to this area again and breaking it, then I think that there's not much liquidity left here. And based on all this clean candles down here, it's looking something like, so this is a big ask, but something like this. But I want this to be like a fake candle.
Oh, I like that reward to risk.
Yeah, so
It's a
it'll be massive. But I need to see something happen from this candle. And quite often when I've taken these breakfast breakouts, it does come up and give their retest.
So you've got an hourly liquidity candle there.
Oh, I do, yeah, I do, and then it's retested already. The 30 minutes,
Yes.
Oh, 15
Looks so
minutes.
different to mine. Yeah. Mine's just like 4 dojis, big liquidity grab, drop.
Right. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So the other thing is, if this is a retest, if I'm using this as my starting point to say that when Europe volume came in, that once we made a low, we come back up, and then we should at least retest that low. Because this is in itself is a liquidity candle. So I could do a retest of this one before going back up. So if I can at least get a 3-to-1, then I'll be pretty happy with that. So if this one can, even if it starts breaking that low, I just don't want to enter there because I'd have to use a wider stop loss. I think the trades I have taken losses on this week have been, they've all worked out direction wise, except for the ones I've lost on. I've taken my stop loss before, like I've been the liquidity before it's gone that direction. There hasn't been a clear, just had the totally wrong bias. It's just my stop loss placement was not good. It was even in yesterday's gold trade here. The first, there was the first entry. Oh, was it there? No. On the 5 minute. There it was. Probably should have waited for it to wick down and start breaking that high. But the idea was go long, and if I'd put my stop loss at least under imbalance or under structure, would have been fine, but that means that the risk was stop loss was like 40 pips, which is far too big. So keeping the stop loss tight resulted in the loss. Not waiting for the pullback resulted in the loss. And taking that first loss, I wasn't able to give it a second chance so quickly. So it was just the execution was poor, but direction was correct. When I re-entered it, was a little bit later on the 15-minute. It was after this candle. So I'd taken the loss somewhere inside of here, I think. Yeah, I think it was somewhere inside of here. But then when this candle closed, with the extra liquidity, the volume that it picked up, that once it had done that wick down and it started pushing up, I was able to give it a second chance. Oh wait, that's why it looks funny. It was in here. That was Wednesday. This is Thursday. Yeah, this is somewhere inside of here is where I took that loss. And then it was after this candle. Once this one had closed, this one had wicked down, entered on basically got in at the, basically where it opened, when it was wicked down and started flipping bullish. That time, and unfortunately I did give it a little bit wider stop loss because it was a bit gun shy from the first loss. And this one looked like, I think it was something like that. It wasn't a great risk reward, but it made back the previous. It made the first one I lost 0.36%, and then this one I made 0.5%, I believe. So I'd made back the loss, and I was kind of thinking that, am I trading the setup or am I trading the previous trade? And I kind of was trading that previous trade, the one I took a loss on, because once I was able to get all of that loss back, plus some, I'd closed the majority, which is probably not the right mindset, not the right psychology to have, but it was, yeah.
Pure 40's getting close to that retest.
Yeah, I was keeping an eye on the price.
Yeah.
Actually, this one was very good setup. It was like a continuation of a retest.
Yeah, I mean, it made sense. It was just the stop loss was bad.
Yeah, this one was a very bad luck actually.
Bad entry as well. Like, not waiting for that retest. Just gonna check this. It's getting really close. Stop loss. Oh gosh, I'm on gold. My terminal. I was about to execute a sell randomly. Okay, stop loss. if it hesitates too long in here, then what I'll wait for is more of a reaction. But I don't want it to hesitate too long, sort of picking up orders. Kind of want it to do the manipulation where it sort of rises pretty quickly into it. What I like is when it leaves clean candles on the way up. It's kind of not doing that just yet. So it looks like it's triggered me on my terminal. The spread must have opened up. Okay, this is gapping up. Risk is about 0.3% on this trade, 0.33% as well. So just small. What's happening around? Hey, Ivan. So 15 minutes about to close. I'd like to see some rejection starting to happen. Something break this wick low. Yeah.
This candle closed like doji, and if next candle broke this high, and now if it flips down, then it can go down.
Yeah, this could be the liquidity candle.
Yeah.
Let's see. 6 seconds. It's closed a little bit lower.
Come on.
Second attempted, so I could go a little bit higher again. Something to break this area.
New 15-minute started.
Yeah. So I could do a wick fill.
Drop.
Now this 5's the doji. So I wonder if it will do the fake out above it. If I get a 1 minute close above,
yeah,
and the next 1 minute doesn't come back down, I'll close out, because that will, then I think it's got more to go up. So yeah, if 1 minute candle closes above, next one doesn't come back in, then this is not getting that reaction that I want. Basically the spread took me in a little bit lower, so I'm down like 3 pips, one pip. Come on, drop.
Drop.
Yeah, and so what I'm watching now is
it looks good now. Go to 3 minute. Check how. Yeah, it looks good. It took liquidity from this doji candle.
Yeah.
And this doji candle, I think, closed below this. Yeah, this looks good. Well, now it should not break this high. If it breaks this high, then it's gone.
Yeah. Hey, Mohammed. Yeah, I'm cautious that we, like yesterday, we get that one minute.
Don't say anything, Mohammed.
It's like this. So what I'm watching is the 5 minute now, because this in itself is still a doji candle.
Yeah.
So if it's breaking that low and then coming up in a hurry, then I'll close that trade at break even.
Oh, okay.
Just in case this is the liquidity grab from this doji. But I'm sitting around. Oh, it's not even 1-to-1 yet.
Mohammed took this trade too.
Yeah. if we all load up onto it. Come on.
So if this next 5 minute candle closes nice and bullish, then can we wait for that retest of the wick?
This one
To
here.
sell? Yeah.
Yeah, I would be wanting to have ended from here, because this candle here at the moment is still. Oh, there we go. Because this one here, it didn't take the high. So this one here is not the liquidity candle. So the liquidity was contained on the lower time frame.
Wow, it closed very beautiful.
Yeah, that was a nice close.
Wow.
Now we've got to worry about the structure here, because this is first structure. 1,000 lot did it. Yep. So this being first structure, and this here being the second structure. Now we don't want to see. Oh, there's FEG as well. Your imbalance.
Yeah.
So we can get a little reaction from here, but now this trade shouldn't be a losing trade. We've already had a reaction enough. Not that I'm closing any of my trade. If it's coming back here and breaking these highs again, it's really got no business coming back up here. That means that there's no more liquidity sitting here, and it will need to search higher for that liquidity. And I don't want my stop loss to be that liquidity. So because it's counter to the current trend, then we need to just be careful that this structure here doesn't give us headaches. So it can do like a little pullback, but hopefully it can create a lower high from here. And what I'd be doing is being Friday, I'd rather protect this position and give it a second go.
I think Akshay took buy. Akshay bro.
Something needs to break this low. If we're not breaking this low, then it's not going down.
Look at 15 minute. I think it made a lower week and still 6 minutes left for this candle to close.
Yeah. If it comes back up, then it's going to be a break even. This is basically it for it. This resistance sort of needs to hold. Because it broke the high of this candle. This is kind of like a little doji.
I think it was a few candle retest to push price up. Just keep your stop loss to break even.
Yeah, I've got it just above this wick.
Yeah. Go to 5 minute. I think there is a few on 5 minute also. Yeah, this
this
doji
one.
low broken. This FU candle. This came for retest. Yeah. Mm. Mm.
Yeah, so the power at the moment is like, is it this wick or is it this wick? Which one has the most volume? This one here was 10:35. So it's pretty late in the move. This one here, this is London Open. So did London Open do a liquidity grab to push price, get a better price, pick up liquidity from here, then push up? If this is a fake liquidity candle, then we could be going higher.
Yeah.
Basically, if this is closing up,
Yeah, it will be break-even trade.
yeah,
It is not looking good. It was just this FU candle retest and FEG failed. That's all. But
Yeah.
entry was good. Yeah, this entry was good for short trade.
If it breaks this wick high, then I'm out.
Go to 1 minute. Manage your trade on 1 minute.
Yeah, I've got my stop loss literally at break even now, but my entry was a little bit lower on my terminal, so it's like that.
No.
And it's right here. So if anything breaking this high is break even now.
Yeah. Because it did a retest. Now it should not break high. It should simply drop.
Yeah, if the down move's the one, yeah.
Yeah.
If it's breaking that high, then it's we're just maintaining this structure. Yeah, there we go. It just took me out. This is the structure. So at the moment, first structure held. Okay. I'll keep an eye on it. I'll give it a second chance later, but I need to see. I don't trust this 5-minute candle, 15-minute candle now.
Look for buys. I think if it will do some retest to this area.
If it comes down.
Yeah. Look for buys.
Yeah,
Because
down or even above here.
Wow, what a reaction.
Yeah, so that reaction was just really showing that the 50% of this wick held a little bit more liquidity, and then when that liquidity gave that reaction, but then second time it was back here, there was no more liquidity here anymore, so it gives you that pop, which is why it's like important that once it had given us this reaction, we don't need to have such a wide stop loss anymore.
Was this gap up open today? So it came down to fill gap, and now from there it is going up.
Was that a gap? No, there was a gap on the lower time frame. That happens a lot around.
No, on daily time. When this session ended, London session. Yesterday. Where was?
Back over here.
Oh, it ended over here.
Yeah.
And today in London, like Frankfurt was there.
This red candle.
Oh, this one was Frankfurt.
Yeah.
So this was for them. This was gap. It came down to fill this gap, and from there price went up.
Oh, you're saying that when Frankfurt opened, they're just looking at where it closed the previous day. They're not looking at pre-market.
Yeah, yeah. It was a gap up for Frankfurt and London.
Oh.
So they like price went down to fill this gap, because this one was very high for them. to take buy. So they went down, pushed price down. This gap got filled, and from there they generated liquidity. This one was a retest, and price went up. See,
I might have to backtest that.
This happens a lot of time in indices. In Indian market, there is no 24-hour trading.
Because you're saying that this is what they're seeing. They're seeing this.
Yeah. So Indian market, suppose that Indian market closed here, and next day it opened here. It happens a lot of time. And then it will do gap fill, and from there it will go up. And suppose that it opened over here. So yesterday closed there, it opened over here. It will fill this gap, and from there it will go down. This is very common in indices. Whenever you trade indices, keep this in mind.
Yeah, I'll backtest that over the weekend actually.
Yeah.
So now we're getting this. We've got clean space. Oh, I've got one rejection, but based like on the higher time frame, this is almost clean traffic up. But I trust the sells more than I trust the buys right now.
Sell was with London Open, and buy was on lower side in this area. And from there, this one is, I think, also a few candle, na? This one.
No, that it's this one. This one here.
And this is making higher high.
Oh wow, gosh, it's flying now. Oh wait, I got the 1 minute time. No, 5 minute. This is really pushing. So. Means you're gonna have to wait more, but I would look for something like this as well. If something's coming back underneath this area, I think with these clean candles now, this is the kind of movement that I wanted to see up to my level. Having this sort of like acceleration, clean candles. But at the moment, there's just nothing on here now. Maybe, yeah, maybe NY. So what about the others? So we've got PMI later on, don't we? I don't trust this candle though, because this is the retest of this candle. So I don't want to take the retest of this. And this is in itself is a retest of the daily candle.
This already did work. This candle already did work, and now I will not take any trade in this area. I will simply sit on my hands.
Yeah.
A lot of liquidity left for CPI.
Yeah. For next week.
Yeah.
Because we've still got the Asian lows. The Asian session's been almost the biggest one this week.
Yeah.
Like Asian low from Wednesday never got taken. Thursday never got taken.
Actually, this was NY low.
This one here.
Again, this one was NY low. This week NY low made weekly low.
Yeah.
And price went up.
Yeah.
And this was NY drop, this one. So they were in a better position this week. For sell also, for buy also.
Yeah, we're stuck in this whole range.
Mm-hmm. And this was like a order block.
Mm-hmm.
And price tapped again in NY session, and from there it went up.
Yeah. Yeah, the moves have been pretty tough.
Yeah.
On gold. Catch you later, Alan. Yeah, I'm thinking there's not much happening. If I've got a pullback on pound US, this is looking like the same move as yesterday. Could have got more space to go to the top, but pretty low volume time at the moment. One of your questions, how can I predict which direction you have more room or liquidity sitting? Generally, what you can look for is clean candles. If you've got clean candles like this, then this is definitely space. Like this is the thin side of the market where you've got clean candles. So if we're forming supports up to that level, then you'd think that we've got more space to go. Now, the only thing we need is timing now. So if there's volume coming into the market, then you can get clean breaks up into that area. If there's low volume time, what you'll get is probably little fake outs and manipulation. If it's going to go up here, what you'd want to see is more liquidity grabs to the upside. So we've got like a bunch of supports and liquidity grabs now. So this one here, support, liquidity grab, and then because the liquidity grab to the downside failed, then it's showing that there's more buy liquidity, the buy in volume. And when you've got clean candles, then it shows you which direction you've got more room. So like it's dangerous to trade into this resistance, but with volume and breaking above it, if you get that pullback, if it's breaking it, if you can take the pullback, or if it's breaking this area again, then like the move above here should be a fairly clean, simple one. It's just sometimes that traders don't want to take that part of the move, even though this could be the safest part of the move. That's often this is not the highest risk reward either, but that is the safer part of the move. But you want to do that in a volume time. Because we've got clean candles on the way up now as well, and it is low volume, you wouldn't want to take a breakout trade in this time. So this is where like sometimes it's risky as hell, but it depends on how you're sitting for the week. But if you saw a breakout long at this time of the market, you can get that reversal, especially when you've got clean candles here on the way up now. Given now that London has been, this is the low, this is the current high, we could get that pullback to 50%. I am tempted to give this one more go. No, Maren, this week has been. What pairs are you talking about? Yeah, German 40. It's been like yesterday was a nice move, but it happened just before NY session. But then this week in general has been pretty bad. The only clean move yesterday, well, the only real clean move that I've seen was Ivan's taken a couple nice ones, but it was this one, this 30-minute candle here, which happened at 12 o'clock our time, UK time. That was the liquidity candle. And then at NYSE, New York Stock Exchange Open, it gave you the retest of the 50%. So it was doji, well, not really doji, but like breather candle. So it wasn't a doji, but you see this one, this one here respected the high of the previous candle and also the low, so it's an inside candle. So inside candles and dojis can be very similar. That it's just taken out, it's just picking up liquidity, picking up orders. And then this one gave you the liquidity candle, and then this one gave that retest. Your price action was harami. What's harami? Is that the little tiny... Oh, inside candle. So that inside candle, yeah. So that's your harami there, this one. This price action was clean at this support. Harami in Japanese means pregnant. It's a pregnant candle. Mom and baby. Oh. So we got another one just here, eh? This little doji. So I quite like this one actually. Gosh, can I give this another go? What I'm thinking is something like that. Oh, harami is a bad word in Hindi. If this breaks the low first, I'm not going to take the break of the high. Oh, it took my on my terminals taking the low. Just in response to Maron's question about the candles looking totally different. Bullish on the left is low test, bearish. Oh, must have been a gap. I wouldn't be surprised if there was tick data missing on SC. Oh, some of these were 3-minute time frame, which you'd only be seeing 1 and 5 minute. Like, does that look more similar? Yeah. So the 3, I was just looking at different time frames. Okay, 3 minute. Can we close underneath support? Not yet. Yeah, pivot points might be R3. Oh, we hardly ever get to R3. Pivot point standard. Not sure. I'm in. Hopefully this can close under. Now, if it starts rejecting from here, I'll move my stop loss down. But I'm gonna let it breathe for a minute. Oh no. Yeah. You think length trend line to sweep?
It's tough.
Yeah.
Retest would be better one, but it didn't do any retest.
That's what I don't want. Okay. So it's pretty much now or never. It's got 1 minute to do something. Otherwise, what I'm going to do is close at 50%. If it closes back above here, I'll give it 2 minutes. The last 2 minutes of this candle for it to form that high, that top wick.
Go to 30 minutes to see how 30 minutes is closing. Wait for a retest. I think it's tough.
Yeah, it's the timing that I'm getting. It's getting a little bit too close to London, New York.
Yeah.
So I want to see this. Where was my entry is a little bit higher. 30. So I'm not. Doesn't look that bad. That was where it put me in on my terminal. 35. Oh. 45. It's like hyper scalping though. It's probably not the right time to be doing it. Okay. 1 more minute. Yeah, I'm in. This last minute, if it closes where it is, then I'll close completely. But if it starts breaking down, I'll hold it.
Wow, gold is pumping.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it's gone crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't know. Was there any news?
Still here. So close under that support. If it starts breaking this high, I'll close this trade. What's gold at? Oh, 97, far out. Oh yeah, I'm out of this trade. Okay, I'm out of this trade. So what have I done? Alright man, it's tough. I'm down a minus 0.04. At least it's been good risk management.
Risk management, but
Yeah. So 2 break evens on it. Yeah, like I've got faith in the analysis, but I don't have faith in the time for it to move.
Label was there for sell, but the structure was not there to take any short.
Yeah, it had to go quick.
Yeah,
the more it hovers, is that
Yeah.
it's forming a support, and then it's just pushing up again. So now we've taken the Asian high,
And Monday NY high.
and Monday's New York high. Yeah. Should it now come down for NY? I think this is going to keep on pushing for a bit.
At least to this doji.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think given that it's picked up all this volume, that this will probably push to NYSE.
Yeah.
But I think the safer play might be pullback just around NY open, continuation, and then NYSE can sell off. We've kind of done that same move. Well, actually, and to gold for this time has actually been like a 100 pip move in London session. It's been nicer than all the previous days.
Yeah.
So Monday, like this was NY. Sorry, this was London. For Monday was 70 pips. Then Tuesday wasn't too bad, 100 pips. Wednesday, 50 pips. Yesterday, 50 pips. Today we finally got at least 100 pips. Almost to the dot. Yeah, I haven't really liked gold this week. So now I've got to wait for the retest.
I don't see any point of interest area to take buy in NY session
Yeah.
in gold.
To be honest, I'm not seeing anything clear at all.
Yeah. From where it where it will go down and from where it will go up, I don't see that very clearly.
Yeah. Like compare this. Actually, yesterday was a good one as well from here. From like that late move. Oh, actually, there was two good moves yesterday. One was from this order block in late New York, London close. This was a decent sell, and then for 7 a.m. Frankfurt open, this candle was the nice retest right there.
I was looking for this 50% area to retest at least.
You're going for
But
the
it
higher
didn't
one.
happen. Yeah. So I didn't took short, and this was actually double retest, and this one was third retest, and after that when this candle formed and it closed above this candle, then there was not sell in NY session.
Yeah.
It was only buy, and this was very late session sell, and this one was very complicated also.
Yeah. Then today's one, if we're using this daily candle, this daily candle wick, the open, if we're using that.
I haven't marked daily candle FU 50%.
Oh yeah, so that's at 1803. I've got a pen in order at where are my pending orders? I've got one at 18.13 for a sell, and one at 18.03.
Yeah, 1803.29.
Yeah, so they're where my pending orders are. Now, if we're just looking for the clean moves, then where this yellow box starts, then that was looking for a reaction there, and then that was the retest of their 50%. So if we're just trying to take clean moves, then you know, those are the ones we should be executing on. If we're not seeing something clear, best to stay out, especially this week. I'm like slowly can I give it a third chance? If I'd taken a single loss, like a proper loss,
Yeah.
I would give up. But I've had 2 break evens, or pretty much break even. What has been moving today? Yen again. Oh, was Raja streaming today? I think he was, wasn't he? Gosh, I'm not seeing anything. I think I'm gonna call it. Should have been to the charts earlier, to be honest, to catch some of these better moves. I've got the pending order for here. More or less there. Pending orders I usually keep a bit wider stop loss. I haven't worked out where my take profit is though. It's kind of a little bit tricky because I want to see the way it leads up into it. And then I've my other pending orders up here. That one there, you can usually get a good 20 pip move, especially.
Today's red folder news also, core PPI and
Yeah.
University of Michigan consumer sentiment.
Yeah, I have to be careful around those. If price is near my entry before the news, then I'll remove those pending orders. But if it's like, say price is still where it is now, I would leave my pending order up this 1813 because it could spike up into the monthly level. These monthly levels hold really nice in news.
Oh.
Yeah, cool.
What are the levels you've got in there? 1813.
1813 and 1803.2.
Yeah.
Just this one here is because it's 50% of that daily wick.
Yeah.
And then 1813 is the monthly level above the daily wick. Because I think if it's breaking that daily wick,
yeah,
over here, this bit.
How you marked that monthly level?
I'll show you in a second. If it's breaking this daily wick, then usually we can get an easy 20 pip spike. So I don't want to have a pending order just above it. I'd rather have it at the monthly level, and I see the monthly level get hit to the pip usually.
Yeah.
On here, it's just when the monthly candle closes. So, which one is it? It's this one over here.
This is where you use your little magnet thing.
Yeah, I use. It's easy to use the magnet and put the horizontal line on it. Because if you move it, like unless you really stretch them out, then it can put it in the wrong spot. But like if I use the magnet and then go near the top, it'll always put it on the exact closing price. It's kind of funny how these gold's done this massive rally, and it's more now. Inflation's old news. It's kind of crazy how everyone was so worried about the war initially, and then there's all the interest rate cycles and inflation, and now there's still interest rates are still going up, but now they don't care. Now it's old news. So now it's I think it's looking at the fears the US currency might collapse, and that gold's going to be I keep on hearing all this talk about currency needs to go back to being based on something, on a standard, so they can't just keep on printing money. And so now I think there's been a bit of a rush to buy gold, and you see that central banks like Japan, China, Russia, US, recently they've all been buying tons and tons of gold. So now we're starting to see these rallies, and like we're back up into this range again. I've never thought would see these highs revisited. I really thought would start to see this sort of like just be a pullback, but who knows? You know, this Christmas rally is still going strong. Doesn't seem to be any turnaround, and even though maybe when they when is it? When is the next FOMC? It's not next week, is it? 14th? Yeah, 14th. Maybe here we'll start to see a peak in gold and US dollar gain some more strength again. But we'll have to see.
I think till next year, next 15th Jan, gold will go up.
Yeah. Oh look, we tapped 1800.
Yeah.
Cool. Alrighty. Well, I'm gonna go for a bit of a walk.
Bye bye.
I'll see you guys in New
care.
York. Catch you later.
Yeah.